Jimmy, what's going on? It's your girl D here with 8th House Readings. I'm here to bring you your solar lunar eclipse reading. This is going to be for all October, November 2022. We have the full moon. Well, let's talk about what comes first. There's a solar eclipse going on in your 6th house of Scorpio, and then the opposite polarity, which is the Taurus house, there is a full moon lunar eclipse going on. This is all within a 2-week span, but lunar and solar eclipse energy can last up to 6 months. Okay, so we've been feeling these energies about a month and a half, since a month and a half ago on average. All right, so this is going to be a general read about these energies. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Now, your 6th house is where Scorpio is, and we got a lot of activity going on in Scorpio. There's a lot of activities going on in the month of October, period. But if you take a look at the astrology read that I did for you all, for whatever sign of choice, just go to the respective playlist. I get more in detail into the various, all of the transformations that we're going to be experiencing as far as the planetary changes for the month of October. This particular reading is going to focus specifically on the eclipse energy, okay? So Scorpio is your 6th house. Now, starting on October 23rd, Venus moves into Scorpio. October 24th, the sun goes into Scorpio. It'll be officially Scorpio season on the 24th. And then the next day on the 25th, the partial solar eclipse will occur in Scorpio. So all of this energy going on in Scorpio, and plus the collective's south node is already there, right? Opposing that energy is your Taurus house, which is your 12th house, okay? So there we already have the collective north node. We already have Uranus in retrograde there. And you're going to have a full moon lunar eclipse on 2 weeks after the solar eclipse in Scorpio. So that's going to be on November 8th. So a lot of lunar energy that we're going to be dealing with. So let's get right into it. So your 6th house has to do with your conscious mind, the things you do intentionally. Why you do, not necessarily why you do it, but the hierarchy of things. What's your priority, your daily activities, your routines, your patterns, also how you take care of yourself, your health. This is the house of your health. This is the house of your discipline. Okay, it's also the house of open enemies, people that you are aware of who are adversarial in nature to you. And this energy is going to be opposing your 12th house, which is the house of your unconscious actions, the behaviors and activities that you may have that you are not aware of. This is also the house of hidden enemies. So it's also the house of self-undoing and karma. Okay. It's also the house of your higher self. So this is, the house of your higher self, meaning, this is where I look at the 12th house as your inner wiring. Like you have a car, like say you have a toy car, right? It runs on batteries, right? Or you have this laptop here, right? The inner workings of the laptop, the motherboard, the switches, all of that's in there. That is the subconscious to me that represents you. So your motherboard, your switches, the things that you do that you don't know about, the things that are in you that make you act and behave, and things that motivate you, that you may not be consciously aware of. All right. And then we're also talking about hidden enemies, people, places, things around you that may be posing as if it's something other than what it is. Because, the 12th house deals with illusions, things that may appear to be good but really aren't. This could also be people around you too, pretending to be on your team, pretending to be have your best interests at heart, and they don't. But this is also the house of self-undoing. So you could be subconsciously doing and participating in scenarios and situations or dealing with people that you may not realize may be hazardous to you in some way, shape, or form. So we're going to look at those energies. The overall energy for your spread is the Page of Swords. Now, when we look at your Scorpio house, we have the 9 of Wands, Knight of Cups, Page of Wands energy in reverse. For your Taurus house, which is your 12th house, we have the Magician, Major Arcana of Mercury. We have the 5 of Swords, and we have the Major Arcana of Justice, Libra energy. So Scorpio energy, the way that, your 6th house in reference to you taking care of your health, your patterns, your priorities, it may come off in a scorpionic way, meaning that there's always going to be some type of change that you're going to have to make, or that you're going to be making, or there's going to be things that are going to come up where you are going to have to change your ways. So it could be habits, patterns, behaviors that are you're going to have to change in some way, shape, or form to better your environment, to better your health, your well-being, and to make life a lot more simpler for you. But you have to recognize when you need to change these things. So with Venus coming in here, the sun coming in here, and the partial solar eclipse, there's going to be a lot of transformative energy. There's going to be a lot that you are going to be aware of in reference to this particular area of your life. Okay, some of you are already well aware of the things that you're going to need to change in reference to taking better care of your health, right? Whether it's, not eating what you're eating, whether it's not ingesting, whatever intoxicants you're ingesting, or cutting back. It could just be an energy of being, showing moderation, because this house also deals with discipline. Okay, so with the Nine of Wands, the Knight of Cups, and the Page of Pentacle energy in reverse here, I feel like, some of you, and also this deals with open enemies. So some of you may have someone coming towards you that, you may not really trust. They could be coming back towards you to apologize to you. But I just feel a strong energy of you not trusting this person. For some of you also, you may need to be careful of whatever you're indulging in. It could be food, it could be drinks, it could be drugs, it could be anything. Where some of you may be trying to fight those habits. You may have already realized, I need to cut this out. I'm trying everything I possibly can with the Nine of Wands. It could be that Nine of Wands could represent the fact that you still want to do what you want to do, but you're in denial about changing your situation. Okay. What we want to focus on is changing that, because what's going on, what's opposing that energy is the Magician energy. What's opposing that is you understanding, because the Magician energy is your thought process. Okay, how you understand and decipher and make sense of things. It's also about communication, right? So for some of you, you could be in a position here where you are fighting the fact that you may need to change some type of pattern or behavior that is not beneficial to you. And with this major arcana here, that represents the major energies that are coming in. This energy is subconscious to you. This is something you may not understand, okay, because it's in the house of the subconscious. All right, so you may not be, there could be downloads that you're getting that maybe you're not paying attention to, or you're not seeing, or you're ignoring, okay? For some of you, this could be because of the indulgences, drugs, alcohol, what have you. You're not seeing that this could be causing you some issues. With the Five of Swords here, this is adversarial. So this could be you fighting yourself, you being in denial about changing what you need to change. Like some of you, say for example, you drink, right? And you may have people around you who may tell you, hey, you drink too much, or blah, blah, blah. Or what you may see is that your life starts to get out of order because of drinking. Some of you may not realize that. Like, it's an example. It could be anything. It could be overeating. It could be you not working out. It could be something that you're prioritizing that is hindering you from being successful and accomplishing what you want. You are, it's either being brought to your attention based on things around you not being as organized and structured as they could be. It could also be people coming and taking advantage of you because of this. So for example, if you drink a lot, you may be around people who see you sloshed all the time, and they may try to take advantage of you. They may try to take your pocketbook, or, they may come in your house and, whatever, right? It doesn't have to be anything, vicious to you, but it very well could be, because we are dealing with the 12th house. You don't know people's intention. But I feel like for some of you, you're not putting in the work with the Page of Pentacle energy in reverse, okay? And so what's opposing that is the Justice energy. So for some of you, this is karmic in nature, but this could also be the fact that you could be in a relationship with someone or hanging out with people who promote or hinder you from changing in the manner in which you need to change, okay? For others of you, you could have somebody coming back around who may want to apologize to you, but this person is nothing but trouble. They've caused you nothing but trouble. And you may say, okay, you know what? I'm going to stop hanging out around these people. I'm going to stop participating in activities with these people. But what's opposing that is, maybe the fact that you enjoy communication with these people, or maybe there's some type of communication that comes in that you know, put you in a position where you may feel as if, okay, I can, how can I say it? For some of you, it's yourself. You are your worst enemy. You need to change your habits and patterns and the people you hang out with. And once you do that, whatever is subconsciously coming towards you that could put you in a position to hinder you will not. So there could be some trouble down the line coming towards you if you don't change your habits, if you don't change your priorities, if you don't change the things that you're doing or the people you're hanging around. And you will know who that is or what that is because if you really stop and pay attention and humble yourself to the point where it's like, okay, I know what needs to be done. For some of you, you're going to realize that. Okay, you're gonna get that eureka moment. You're gonna be like, aha. Okay, some of you could be just studying what's going on around you, trying to figure out what you can do and how you can do things because there's a cycle here that's going to be wrapping up. Okay, again, we're dealing with the 12th house, which deals with wrapping up karma. We're dealing with your Scorpio house that deals with transformation. Okay, so some of you are going to be making some major transformations in your life. Some of you, there's a few of you, not all of you, but there's a few of you out here who've done some things to people. And so now you may find that people are distancing themselves from you, although you may be sincere in trying to reconnect with these people. For some of you, you may not be sincere in trying to reconnect with these people, but what you may not understand is if you are a negative Gemini and you're trying to get back in good graces with someone to continue to, or for the purpose of taking advantage of them, there is some unknown energy that is going to stop you in your tracks. Okay, now the 12th house deals with prison. Okay, it deals with alcohol rehabilitation centers. It deals with physical, therapy. It also deals with the house of self-undoing. So for some of you, if you don't change your ways, you may put yourself in a position where you won't have anybody to blame but yourself. So some of you already know that. You've already made the changes. For others of you, you're still trying to make the changes. For some of you, you haven't realized this yet. Okay? So it could be the people you're hanging out with. It could be your mentality. But we'll see what more we can find out. What's this 9 of Wands? The 2 of Swords energy in reverse. Yeah, this is about doing what's best for you. Okay? Making the decisions that are best for you. The Knight of Cup energy here, we have the Chariot. This is trying to move on. Somebody could be trying to apologize to you, or maybe you want to apologize to someone, or it may be difficult for someone to move on from, there could be some emotional pain. The Chariot is moon energy. We are dealing with lunar energy with these eclipse energies. So for some of you, it could be some type of emotional situation. It could have been something that happened when you were a child, or it could be something that runs in your family. For some of you, addictions, this particular addiction, whatever it is, it runs in your family. It's generational. So some of you are in the process of breaking generational curses. Okay, so or you already did it. So shout outs to you. Okay, was clarifying that Chariot is the King of Wands. Yeah, somebody who's courageous, who's braving the environment. Taking a stand. The King of Wands energy. The Leo represents the King of Wands, and Leo also represents the heart, being courageous, being able to take action despite, being scared or frightened or, having adversity in front of you, still being brave and being able to do that. With the Page of Pentacle energy in reverse here, some of you it may be difficult for you to put in the work, or maybe you tried and you fell off the horse and you're trying to get back on, or this is a person. This could be somebody you don't trust. Okay, somebody who may have been disloyal. For some of you, you could be dealing with a child of yours who could be very difficult to handle. Okay, or maybe some of you had a troubled childhood is what I'm feeling here. And so that could be a lot of some of the habits that you've acquired is because of your troubled childhood, and now maybe you're recognizing that, and you could be trying to make change. Talk to me about this Page of Pentacle energy in reverse. So I feel like this Libra energy, this Justice energy, this could be you talking to a therapist, okay? Trying to balance things out, trying to make sense of things, all right? Trying to be able to relate to your emotions and your own feelings. We do have the Hierophant here. Okay, so for some of you, yeah, I feel like this is definitely something going on within the family or some type of generational situation. Yeah, with the Ten of Cups, this is definitely for some of you family oriented. For others of you, this could be a lover of the past trying to come back around, one who was not honest, one who was not loyal, one who maybe didn't want to put in work. This could also be about a child. Okay, some of you, maybe your childhood is what I'm getting to. Okay, but what's opposing all this is the Magician. This is you understanding what's going on, but there could also be some type of communication coming in. Like I said, somebody may want to apologize. We have the High Priestess energy. Okay, so this is the Piscean energy. We're talking about the 12th house. So tell me more about this High Priestess. So we have the King of Swords. So communication for sure. You could be getting downloads though. I feel like with this High Priestess energy and this King of Wands and Magician, you could be getting downloads. These could be, when you sleep, because the 12th house deals with your dream state. So for some of you, your dream state could be revealing some information to you, or maybe you're having difficulty sleeping, okay, because of the changes that you may be not. Some of you, I feel like you're having problems sleeping because of what's going on. Whether you know it or not, you may be getting some downloads. Pay attention to your dreams. Write those things down. With this Five of Swords here, if this is you and opposed to this person here, this could be because this person has played you in the past, or if people are apprehensive towards letting you back in, it could be because they may fear that there's some type of adversarial energy with you. Okay, for others of you, if you're fighting some type of addiction or just trying to make some type of positive change to change what went on in your family, like there could be generational alcoholism or drug abuse or drug addiction, and maybe you succumb to that, but now you're trying to change it. Okay, yeah, because see, with the Hermit and the Five of Swords energy in reverse, your health could be affected here. Okay, so for some of you, you're doing something that's just not healthy for you. Okay, or you're participating and connecting with people who might want to do you physical harm. Yeah, here's the Knight of Cups again. Okay, so this is something you may not be seeing. You could be on this journey of wanting to heal things, but for some of you, you keep repeating the same thing. Okay, so you could be at war at yourself. So for, like I said, for some of you, I'm getting you fall off the horse and get back on type of thing. Keep trying. Okay, don't beat yourself up. You're human. For some of you, this is a bigger battle than you could have ever imagined. This is like I said, generational. Okay, so this is something that could have been passed down through your bloodline. So it's not going to be something that's easy to defeat. Okay, but with the karmic energy here, this is karmic in nature, and this is one of your lessons. And once you accomplish this, this will be you're going to get some beautiful blessings. All right, or some of you've already got those blessings. Yeah, here's the Tower energy. So that's Mars. Mars in Libra. No, I'm sorry. Mars is in Gemini right now. But this Tower energy represents some type of, tell me what this Tower is. What more can you tell me about this Tower? Yeah, we have the Three of Swords. Okay. Some of you it's going to be very painful for you to go through the healing process. Like I feel like for some of you, you have to, like I said, I felt this Justice energy heavy as therapy. You trying to get balance, you dealing with the truth of things, you trying to relate to your inner emotions and feelings. If this is a battle going on with you. And I feel like with this Tower energy and the Three of Swords here, you may have to go back to the scene of the crime. I feel like some of you, this High Priestess energy and this King of Swords and this Magician energy, some of you may be going to, especially if you have addictions, I feel like you may be going to get hypnosis. Okay, some of you could be talking to a past life regressionist as well with this High Priestess, King of Swords, Magician energy, trying to find out where the patterns began or what is subconsciously holding you back. I do feel like for some of you, you may have to tap back into your childhood. Okay, and it might be difficult for you to do. For others of you who this is an actual person that you're dealing with, this is a karmic relationship as well. Whatever this is karmic for you for sure. Because we're dealing with the 12th house and we're dealing with the Scorpionic energy, and they all do a past life energies. But we have Cancer energy here, and we're dealing with Lunar energy. So again, generational, especially with the Ten of Cups here and the Hierophant and the Page of Pentacles energy in reverse. Some of you had a rough childhood. Okay. But for others of you, if this is a person here, this is somebody you're dealing with. This is somebody they gave you a lot of trouble. This is somebody you couldn't trust. For some of you, you may find out about a child here. I don't know if this child is yours or not. For some of you, you may find something out like that. For others of you, there could be some type. I don't know if some of you have I'm not wishing this on anybody, but some of you may have a child who has special needs. Okay, so some of you may have a child who has special needs, and you may have to accommodate and change things around. So your sixth house would be you consciously being aware of changing things around to accommodate this child. Okay, whether it's a physical need that they may have, or they may have intellectual needs that may have to be addressed. Some of you may have had these issues as a child and they have not been addressed, and maybe you're going to address them in this stage of your life. Yeah, I definitely see that for some of you, but there's definitely a cycle being wrapped up here. For others of you, there could be an issue with your marriage or your relationship. For others of you, you could have someone coming back that you may have a child with. Or you may find out that somebody you were dealing with has a child with someone else. So for some of you, you may find out that your person has a child with someone else. Or if they already have a child with someone, they may be having a second child on the way. Something like that. Some of you could be know that you have a child with someone else and you're trying to keep this from this person. Okay, but I definitely see secrets here. Okay, so these are some of the things or scenarios or examples of things that you may have to deal with this energy. But just stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way, as we move forward through this energy and I do readings, that energy will start to come out a little bit more. If you need a personal, my information is in the box below. I do wish you guys the best, and thank you for checking out the channel. Make sure you subscribe to my other channel, which is the Mini Styles of Tarot. The link's in the box below. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I found a setting on my phone that has something to do with volume, the media setting, and it was totally turned down. I had never addressed this this particular setting before, so hopefully you guys can hear me now. Let me know in the comments. But I love you guys. I wish you the best, and I'll see you in the next reading.